Hello everyone, this is Open Design, an open source alternative to Claude Design. Basically, it can take your idea and generate prototypes, websites, slides, and even HTML videos, all while running locally on your own machine. You can simply download it as a desktop app. What makes it even cooler is that you're not locked into a single AI model like Claude Design. If you open the GitHub repository, you can see it supports more than 21 coding agents, including Claude Code, Codex CLI, Gemini CLI, OpenCode, and many more. It also comes with 129 built-in design systems, is licensed under Apache 2.0, and already has more than 71,000 GitHub stars, which is really impressive for an open source project. So let's install it and see what it can actually do. Once you've installed it, it'll ask you a few onboarding questions. Just complete those and you'll be taken to the main chat interface. At the top right, you can select your AI agent provider. For local CLI providers, you can use Claude Code, Codex CLI, Gemini CLI, which also has some free usage limits, OpenCode, and more. I'm going to use OpenCode with the GLM 5.2 model because it's been doing a really great job recently, especially for front-end development. If you want to know more about GLM 5.2, I've already made a dedicated video, so be sure to check that out. In the chat, we also have an attach file option if you want to provide reference files. There's also a plugins section. For example, if you need 3D elements, you can use the available plugins. It comes with more than 460 plugins, including tools for building, testing, 3D mockups, mobile devices, desktop devices, and more. I'm going to paste my prompt. Basically, I want to build a landing page for an AI writing tool called Draft. I also included a few design constraints like avoiding glassmorphism. If you want to try this prompt yourself, I'll leave it in the description or the pinned comment. Once I submit the prompt, Open Design starts preparing the project. While that's happening, here's something worth mentioning. You can base your designs on popular design systems from companies like Apple, Airbnb, BMW, IBM, Spotify, and many more. I'm not using that feature in this demo, but it's nice to have if you want to match a specific design style. After about a minute, Open Design asks a few follow-up questions about your project. You can answer them for better results, or just click Skip All, like I'm doing here. Then it'll continue preparing the actual build. Finally, the landing page design is complete. From here, you can download the generated code, and if you want, you can also switch to the code view to see all the generated files. Now back to the preview. Here it shows the total completion time as around 11 minutes, but the actual landing page was completed in about 6 minutes. Here I took a screenshot right when the landing page finished generating, and you can see it was completed at around the 6-minute mark. After that, Open Design spent the remaining time running self-checks, verifying the structure, reviewing the layout, checking the animations, making small improvements, and fixing any issues before marking the build as fully complete. Now I'll show you the full website. For that, click this Present icon here. It gives you a tab view and a full screen view. I'll open it in a new tab. Now you can see the website properly. If I click this Exit button, it'll take us back to the chat page. So this is the Hero section. It added a typing animation that looks like AI generating text from a prompt. We also have smooth scroll animations. Here, it also added a real editor-like section. You can type a prompt, click the Generate button, and it provides a nice experience. Next, we have the Workflow section, a nice Customer Results section, and the Pricing section, showing both monthly and yearly plans. This section follows a pretty standard pricing layout, but it looks clean. Then we have the FAQ section, which also looks nice. Finally, we have the Footer section. I like this footer UI. Overall, I'm really liking the design. It looks really nice. We can also switch to the tablet view and mobile view to check the responsive design, which is a common feature that every tool should provide.
Next, I'll show you the right side toolbar features. The first one is for taking a screenshot of the website. The next one is the comment feature. Here, you can select any element on the website. I'll select this hero heading text, and maybe I'll ask it to change the actually word to the orange theme color. You can add multiple comments first and submit them all at once, or you can submit them directly to the chat and ask for the changes right away. We also have the marker option. Just mark any area and share it. Then we have the element edit option. Using this, you can directly edit things like fonts, width, colors, and more, so you don't have to waste tokens for these simple changes. You can also view all the available comments. Zoom in and zoom out are also available, which are just common features. And while we're talking about this toolbar, you can see the actually text color has already changed. Awesome! Above the toolbar, we have the download option. You can download the project as a PDF, image, zip, or HTML. We also have the Save as Template feature. Using this, you can save this design as a template and reuse it whenever you start another project. Now, coming to the Share option, this is really interesting. From here, you can deploy your project to Vercel with just one click. You just need to connect your Vercel account using your access token and click Deploy. Maybe I'll deploy this one, and I'll share the link below so you can check it out on your own device. In the same way, you can also deploy it to Cloudflare. You also have the option to open this design directly in editors like Cursor and VS Code. The same goes for CLI tools like Gemini CLI, Codex, and Claude Code. It provides the generated HTML file along with the Open Design Skills folder. Using those, you can easily convert this into a Next.js project or any other framework you want. If you open the Settings page, you can add global rules, like always using TypeScript or any other coding preferences. You can also add useful memories, similar to Claude's memory feature. Under Media Providers, you can add your 11 Labs API key if you want to generate voice or sound effects. In the same way, you can integrate Nano Banana for image generation, along with OpenAI and OpenRouter APIs. You can also add different skills. For example, there's an Agent Browser skill, which is really nice if you want to automate browser tasks. You'll also find several front-end skills that can help improve your designs. The same goes for MCP servers. You can configure those as well. And finally, if you want, you can also change the default project location, just like I've done here. So it's not like you have to use only paid AI models. You can also use free models like Gemini with its free usage limits. In fact, this entire website was generated using Gemini, and as you can see, the result still looks really good. For most landing pages and front-end designs, I think the free models are already capable enough. Of course, if you want better quality or more advanced results, you can always switch to a paid model later. It's nice that Open Design gives you the flexibility to choose whichever model works best for your needs. Overall, I think Open Design is one of the most interesting open-source AI design tools available right now. What makes it different is that you're not locked into a single AI model or platform. You can use different coding agents, bring your own API keys, and export or deploy your project however you want. If you want to try it yourself, I'll leave all the links in the description below. That's it for this video. If you found it helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.